All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the NVIDIA iCafe attack powered by Aorus Day 2. I'm Shays here. Joining me is SK, please. SK, what's up, man? How's your day going?
Pretty good, pretty good. We have all the teams in. I think there's just only been one disconnect, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, day two is gonna be a switch up. Miramar, Erangel, Miramar. We're gonna see a lot of different action compared to what we saw yesterday. Teams have like we had three different winners yesterday, so I'm
Yeah,
hoping
we'll
for a
actually bring
similar
up the
result.
scorecard from
Yeah.
yesterday there. One chicken dinner apiece for Weekend Warriors, Manic Men, as well as Gabru Esports. 42 points for Weekend Warriors, 38 for Manic Men, Gabru Esports on 28. But if you look at the bottom half of the scorecard, the difference is 12 points between 11th position and 20th position. So it is literally anybody's game thus far. We have 20 teams. Day one is behind us. There are 3 more days of action. That is, I believe, a total of 9 maps ahead of us. And top
Yep.
16 of this 20 will move on to play the finals of the NVIDIA iCafe attack. With that, I believe a map should be on its way. Let's jump straight into the action. SK, take it away.
All right, we see map number one of day two, and this is going to be a very similar flight path as the Miramar we saw yesterday, which is from Los Higos to Torre Amuda and Amada. And there's a lot of teams that kind of know what compounds they're taking as well, which is very fun to see because there's only like a few compounds that's being contested. I think San Martin had like 3 teams, and I think it's the same 3 teams that are going. You can see Walnut Mine and Crew, Gopal, Acolytic, and then we have New Potato, Dead Sex, and SJ Official. This is the same 2 teams towards San Martin. I think that's the first fight that you will see break out because the rest of the lobby is fairly split up this time around. Um, and Kaizen is actually going to find team number 2. So Los Higos has a fight going on as well. I completely missed that. But there's also a fight happening way south of the map. But let's keep an eye out on the San Martin fight. We see Acolytic already rushing in with a shotgun in hand. He spotted God. He spots God, gets the shot in, but unfortunately he whiffs both his shots. Now he has to play a little safe because he has no armor. And if God finds a gun, he will be able to completely take down. And what is Akko doing? No respect whatsoever given to God. He's gonna try and loot some more. Picks up. He does pick up a micro Uzi, which is fairly good in the short range battle, at least the battle that he's gonna take. Now God is gonna try and circle around Acolytic in a bit of a fix, and the map moves completely north. This is gonna be utter chaos moving into the next phase. God is gonna go up. There's a lot of audio cue that's coming in for Acolytic, but he does hear two, and he's not going to take this fight because one, it's not smart to get into 1v2 because he will get traded at the end of the day if it's decent players, and it happened yesterday. So this is basically the same situation, deja vu for both these teams, and they don't want to lose people early. SLR M16 in the hands of God. He's just got a little ammo to work with, and we see backup coming in the form of
Yeah, that's actually.
Gopal, and now, yeah, they're gonna make the push now, right? So this is gonna be a 2-on-2 push, and Walnut Mind as well, trying to hold the outside, taps away with the M4, not able to connect, but the audio cue has come in. Gopal, however, has an AK to work with, and he's got level 2 helmet and a vest compared to Acolytic, who just has a micro Uzi and a shotgun this time around. Walnut Mind as well making his way through. So now it's going to be a 3-on-2 push. This is definitely going to be bad for team number 20 as Dante Aman is going to try and make sure that Nuke Potato and SJ Official don't make the crossover to come and support this team, and the push finally has to come through because 1 minute left in phase number one. Let's see what's going to happen. Who's going to make the first push up there? I think it's going to be Walnut Mine, the guy with the nasty aim in the team, team number 17, and he's checking every possible angle, but they are another floor ahead. It's going to spot out God, but God's going to find him with the close range SLR, and now Deathsex knows that there's people here, gets another knock onto Acolytic, and now it's just up to Gopal, and Gopal completely misses, so that is going to be easy picking for team number 20. Beautifully played. That is the kind of crossfire that you need to keep at this level of play, and they make it look easy. Team number 17, Dante Aman, is trying his best to make himself here at this building. Nuke Potato has spotted him, but he's gonna get a free passage to get up there and try and get the reses onto his team. Deadsex is up, however, but Dante Aman is gonna find the first exchange. Take some time healing.
Oh,
Spots out Nuke Potato. Beautiful shot coming in from Dante Aman. Composed as ever, but does he spot Gordon? No, he doesn't. Unfortunately, he is gonna go down. Take it away, Shade.
man, that he almost makes that work. Unfortunate there, too many players in his face, and he did not even have much heals to work with. I think he made the absolute best of that scenario, but not going to be enough. I don't believe he got any thirsts either. I just see God just res both the knock teammates, so that is 0 points unfortunately. But does look like Tetril has spotted out squad number 5 going by. Did take a couple of shots earlier, and now with the AK he's just going for a spray and pray. Meanwhile, I see Cone in the distance getting a knockdown as well. We have the first drop coming in. Team number 8 I believe is all set to go ahead and pick that up.
Oh yeah, so this is gonna be team number 8. Let's take a look at which team. Give me a second. So it's gonna be blocked moving towards the airdrop. Our team 5, they are getting tagged a lot in this rotation. That they got tagged by IR. They're getting tagged again by another team, team number 14, team number 9, and now he's going straight towards Coit Zero or Cole Zero as he's trying to name himself. But Cole Zero is not going to take any shots, which means Archie Monster is going to get a free pass. This is a 3-man team for map number 1, and unfortunately gets a little bug G'd there, gets stuck straight off the bat. Cliff diving his way into that, and
oh, look at this,
gonna get a free rotation.
Mojo ends up running into Man, and Man's giving the chase, but looks like he's gonna stick around on the street and not really chase Mojo through the terrain. I think the bikes there have a significant advantage over the 4-wheelers, SK.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you're not going to chase a bike in Miramar. No chance whatsoever. Now we have another fight breaking out north of the map. Hades is going to find a Fnan, and now it's going to be up to Rogue Prince. This is going to be the northern side all the way up top. Rogue Prince now is going to find Hades, but a Fnan is not going to be able to get out of the building unless... Okay, there we go. Shots come in. Hades does get spotted, but Roy is taking some shots at Rogue Prince from the distance. No backup whatsoever. Actually, unknown player now is making the rotation. So they can turn this around because Hades is alone. He is the solo man, and he's going to do the smart thing of leaving, which means a Fnan AR is going to get a free pass and a res. That is just lucky, because if this was a 4-on-4, it would have been nasty, because Block is all the way away, separated from this team, and I think Unknown now is going to try and get some shots on towards Ghostly Boy. But Afnan, like we said, is getting picked up by Rogue Prince. And the map is just a very, very tricky terrain. Like, where do these guys play at this point of time? Because phase 1 already looks pretty bad. Konwao is just completely out of the zone. I don't even know if Konwao is going to make it back into the zone this time around.
And does look like TEG are taking shots from Ricky Rex from afar with the mini. He's gotten decent amount of tags, a good 2 or 3 shots, close to about 250, 300 meters. Is that?
Yeah, he's dangerously accurate with this mini 8x. Not a lot of people use this kit, but there you go. A little wiggle, a little shot here and there, but just a level 1 helmet that he's got to work with. I think he needs to upgrade that before he moves into phase 2. This is going to be team number 18. That's Indian Rivals. And Indian Rivals are representing X-Axis Esport Lounge. So there you go. Just look at the map. The amount of dots that are still alive is just crazy. Well, let's see how the teams are going to cope, because 17 teams still alive in phase 1. We've only lost one team. That was the team all the way south, and I don't think Konwao is going to make it. I don't know if he's given up, but holy moly, the map again has a complete northern shift. This is going to be crazy, but the only team that's even close to the middle is gonna be Manic Men. The current leaders. They are the current leaders, right?
No, it is Weekend Warriors
Oh,
that
it's
is
Weekend
currently.
Warriors.
Yeah, but it is not by a long shot. I believe it is somewhere about 4 points, give or take 4 or 5 points. That is pretty much it.
So yeah, so Weekend Warriors, the team on the left, on the western side of the map, you see Mojo, Beast Official, Cryption. So they are making their way into the zone as well. But they have another team. Mojo has another team waiting in front of him. It's basically three people in a car. Not the smartest move, but if Mojo can work something out, he will. Okay, he's gonna get a free pass. Team number 8 is gonna stick to that compound. I don't think anyone else is moving further north. Uh, Gabru as well, right? They are kind of pincered now between two teams. They really can't rotate out of this. I feel like the eastern part of the map is free, completely free. You can rotate northeastern part, and there are a bunch of teams. If you look at the eastern part of the map, there's IR, there's Zergstein and crew. We also got Zeus Saber Alpha. We've got Cold Zero. We've got so many people rotating from the east, so it is going to get a bit nasty. And team number 15 might be able to clean up and get some kills. Meanwhile, team number 5, getting a rather free passage through team number 8, 4, 12, and 16. So very surprising that they got to drive away so easily. And now I see, as you say, by Alpha as well, they're gonna you're gonna see a lot of cars in the eastern side. It's almost about 9 or 10 vehicles that are coming in from the eastern side of the map. But IR is gonna go straight towards team number 15, but no shots landing.
Oh, Wikileaks hands
Archangel
are
actually
going
is gonna
down.
find Vikirex
Oh
on the
no.
last possible bullet. That is so unfortunate. And we saw someone else there as well. Gabru, I think it was Wade's taking on Salman Patel, but he is in cover. And now Mitch Wow as well. Team 15 looking in a very, very good situation to third party and also, gatekeep a lot of these kills. Deathrill is in a whole lot of trouble there. He's going to find Dam on top of the hill. And now we see Wade's kind of scouting down. Uh, he's trying to narrow down this location and he's trying to give backup to Roy. Roy is actually pushed up completely. There you go. Deathill's down. Colzera is not going to be able to get Deathrill because Dam is going to claim that kill. Waits is going to pre-fire a lot. Meanwhile, Roy is playing rather close. We need to take a look at Roy because he's taking a lot of damage here. Hades trying to push. The push does come in. So Salman Patel is knocked. He is not going to get rest for sure. The audio cue is coming in and he's saying back off. Axelin can cover, but he needs to land two beautiful shots. And now the hunt is on for Mansab. They are not going to let this go. Relentless as ever is Roy and Hades and Ghostly Boy as well. But Mansab is going to take the Mirado and completely dip. Meanwhile, Drop Dead Repeat actually gets taken down. All right, look at this. Ghostly Boy, I think it's a little too late. Mitch Wow now gets in the car, starts to rotate. They're done with the gatekeeping. There's just been so much action going on, left, right, and center. We see Axel now has to get his teammate as well. Team number 16 slowly narrowing down. They've spotted Killua all the way on top. He's got the best possible high ground in the game in this situation right now. They don't secure the kill, so that's a free kill given away. And now team number 5 in possibly the best scenario. They just drove through every single squad, lucky as ever, but they get all the positioning they need bang in the middle of the map. Team number 12 now just reduced to just two members, Axelin and Mansal. And Blocked is going to take shots. This is what teams should do right now. Take shots at literally everyone. Wades is finally going to get knocked down here by Beast Official. I think Wades is in the open. Ghostly Boy is trying to see if there is an angle where he can pick up Wades. But he's going to get shot as well. And he's going to go for it. This is a little risky because Wades is out in the open. But the vehicle is going to provide enough cover. Smokes come into play, and team number 7, Weekend Warriors, a kill they could have potentially picked up, is going to get robbed by a Ridge and a vehicle now. And rotation start coming in as well. Another fight breaks out here between Manic Man. This is Team Toxic, team number 14. Coin Zero's already down. The nade is good, but Ops is going to miss that. Okay. PUBG physics, I guess. The nade just passes by Killer, and he's gonna basically take the fight again, and this is gonna be a 1v2 scenario. because Cold Zero is down. Amit Kolzara and Ops trying to move into this fight. Mansab, meanwhile, getting shot at. Now he's going to try and move towards the compound. He's got the whole of Team 16 watching. Killer still prone up. He's going to panic a little, get away from the crouch. All the shots being whiffed, and Amit Kolzara says, "Good night, Killer." Team number 14 is going to exit the lobby. Now, team number 15 is finding some more third parties. And Mitch Wow is going to secure that kill onto Bok Penguin, but he does have two members of IR above him, which means he needs to get in the car and move. And guess what? Team number 15 are moving straight towards team number 8. And Colzera finds the headshot, easiest of shots to hit, finishes the kill. And
I think that's
Lynch is
excellent
going to
down
find
as well.
Excellent. Yeah, it is looking really bad. And now team number 12 reduced to one person, but team number 15 is also in a whole lot of trouble because
And moving through, ooh, damn, gets taken out. He did have the jump onto Shaz. There is Slash coming in from the right as well. He gets into the bike, he goes for the flash, and I think that
he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's out of there. He just doesn't want any of this action. Shaz from the 18 is angry that he wasn't able to finish this fight.
But Slash is in trouble. He's gone straight into Mansam and he gets taken out.
No. That is just unfortunate for Shaz is gonna pick up that kill, pick up one kill. He just get robbed off the second kill. That's gonna be Team Infernal Gaming from a Rodal Gaming launch. And there you go, team number 15 getting cleaned up by 8. They had nowhere to go. Team number 8 is just in the best possible scenario to gatekeep, and now Mitch Wow looking really bad for them. But team number 10 is actually in a fairly good situation. Like if you look at the map, Zeus Saber's Alpha as well, they've been really quiet this time around. There's a disconnect coming in from Weekend Warriors as they get pushed. They have 20 seconds to get out of this. I don't quite think Mojo is going to get out. So it is going to be a...
Oh! God had absolutely no idea. I mean, Mojo's been up there for quite some time. He's revealed his position as well, but he manages to get 2 there at the end, and the tables have turned onto squad number 20. I believe it is just the one player, actually 2 players in SJ as well as Nuke Potato. It's going to be so hard for them to get out of the situation because Mojo is above. He sees it. Mojo?
He doesn't spot Nuke.
Wow. But he should be able to drop the second player, and there you go.
But he doesn't spot Nuke Potato. Nuke is going to take this free shot. And look at Cryption though. HP ticking down. Has to take this fight. There's no chance whatsoever. He needs to take the fight, or he needs to take the vehicle and leave. But I don't think neither of that's happening. Cryption and Nuke Potato, they're kind of battling the zone. Meanwhile, team number 15 is going to get eliminated by team number 8. And 18 and 8, I think that's the next clash eastern side of the map, which is going to happen because they are fairly close to each other. Cryption ticking down. I think there's a scenario where he could survive. Roy now taking shots at Shrizo. But there's so much real estate towards the northern side of the map, which hasn't even been contested. And that's exactly where team number 13 is moving as well.
And now
spots Karku.
He does spot players ahead of him. That was TEG moving out in the open, but unfortunate ARPS couldn't get the punish straight off the bat, and having a 2-man disadvantage is going to be forced into the passive here, SK.
Yeah, and Shrizo, they're returning some fire onto Wades as well. And ARPS, look at them. They're kind of lost because they have to make a rotation ASAP. And the only side they can go is north, which is still a fairly decent side of the map that they can play as a 2-man, but they cannot take these peak battles primarily because, like you said, there is no man advantage. And Killer here is going to find Shrizo, but with a bunch of shots, Afnan is going to take out Cryption. So that's going to be the end of Weekend Warriors. Team number 8 already eliminating 2 different squads in the last 3 minutes. Now it's going to be down to 10 teams. Camper and Killer are going to make the move away. Apire here. I don't know how Apire snuck down all the way to the compound of Gabru, but he's made it. And he's actually outside the zone.
But he's going to have to start moving out quickly here. The question is going to be if Gabru moves in this direction, Apire is prone up, but that nice little ridge allows Roy to actually make his way through. And now Apire taking damage in from the zone. He's taking in shots. He is absolutely done for. There's actually third party coming in from Mansab.
Man, he panics and he gives the voice cue. Waits doesn't actually realize that there might be an umpire in his compound, which is
That
very
is
odd
how close
because
they are.
that's like a first aid and a sprint. Maybe he thought that it was Roy. But look at this, though. Apple is going to start taking shots at Roy. Roy is so low and Waits is going to find him. Apple, no trigger discipline, had all the time in the world. And guess what? Mansab is the guy that's going to be able to take all these shots now because Wolfie guy has made it to the zone, which means Gabru has to stop moving in. And look at what Mansab sees. He sees this whole fight that's happening, and he has all the time in the world to third party and TEG now taking shots at team number 8. Do they have a vehicle on them or do they have to move out in the open? Because at this point of time, Kilua is going to find Unknown, and Unknown's going to go down to the zone as well as Afnan. They had no idea the zone pushed really fast, and team number 8 now look like they are going to go down because they have no first aids, they have no utility to work with. Shrizo with the SKS in hand going to get meleeed down there. And now it's going to be up to AK Karku and Wolfie guy. They do spot Hades. They know exactly where he is. Hades is going to hear this, and Wolfie guy, I don't know what Wolfie guy is actually doing because he kind of lets his team down right there. And now he's kind of surrounded. He's got team number 13 on one side. He's got Gabru who's going to pick up. So Hades is going to pick up Roy, I'm guessing. Actually, Hades is not going to pick up Roy. He is not able to get the rest because he does get
Yeah.
shot from team number 13. And Zeus Saber Alpha, the team that you don't want to be fighting in a 2v4. IR, it looks really difficult, but he's got 8 first aids to work with. Amit Kolzera, can this man make some magic happen for the side of IR? Because Ops is already low. The nades are starting to come in. This is a very fresh squad of
Oh,
Zeus Sabers Alpha, and just like that, Ops is going to bleed out in the zone, and Instinct is going to pick up the first kill for Zeus Sabers. So it's going to be a full squad of TEG, a full squad of Zeus Sabers Alpha, and then we got Mansab, who is in a bit of a trouble right now because he's got 3 members of team number 5. It's going to be District 9, who is going to push straight at him. He's heard these footsteps and he's also made some noise of his own, but it is going to be a trade at the end of the day.
they come in, but they're
There
all
you go.
coming in one by one. He goes for the thirst, and that ends up being his downfall. If he held on to some bullets, then maybe, just maybe, he has a chance of taking all 3 down, but that goes up in smoke. And Mansab, decent effort regardless. He was alone for quite a bit of time, managed to survive for a good 5 to 10 minutes there and secure 7th position for his squad.
Yeah, look at team number 10 though. They are the team that rotated at the northern side of the map. Anyone in phase 2 would have been like, what is this team 10 doing? But they're the ones with the best possible real estate, the best possible compound, or the only compound that's going to be remaining, and they've got all the firepower to work with. They are taking shots left, right, and center. It's going to be Syed Ashik and Charles from the 18. They are in a potential position to secure a chicken dinner, but we do have Zeus Sabers Alpha east of them. And team number 13 is going to start running out in the open. All the panic's going to happen now.
Yeah, there's panic
Lynch.
sets in. They managed to take Archie Monster down as well. They have the high ground here. And ooh, Killua.
That was a head. That was 2 headshots back to back. At Killua is gonna go down, but they have a minute and 52 to work with, so you still have a lot of time to rotate. And I like what Madara has done. Madara's left the team and he's trying to go and pick out positions where his team can rotate, which is a very smart move to do. Sabers Alpha is gonna find Killer in the open now. Camper is gonna run straight towards team number 10. Is team number 10 gonna capitalize on this? Is the real question, because they cannot let a free man just enter their compound. And Camper is gonna, I think Shaz did hear Camper. He thinks it's his teammate, but it's actually not. And team number 6 now, Zeusabers Alpha is taking shots at Lynch, and team number 16 is gonna get taken down. First knock for their side. Kilua is still alive, trying to go for the reses. There you go. Snowfire finally opening his account with some shots coming in. Beautiful shots. Taps away. Gets almost 4 headshots there. And he's going to shut down that fire that was coming in from Zeus Sabers Alpha. They have a very good shack to work with, but the smokes were just unnecessary there. I think Lynch is going to bleed out. So 2 kills secured nonetheless for team number 6. That's going to be Zeus Sabers Alpha from Zone Cafe. Camper, however, has snuck in, successfully into the compound of team number 10. That's going to be Infernal Gaming. And team 5, Wolfie Guy is now spotted. The nades are starting to come in. Just a single shack for him to work with. Two members of team number 5, District 9 versus team NLG. This is looking very bad for Wolfie Guy. He just needs a few more kills to secure some positioning points, but at this time I don't think that's looking very likely, because team number 5 is already spotted. They already start pre-firing and pre-nading that shack that he's in, and his vehicle is destroyed. So rotation wise, yep, this is gonna look really nasty for Wolfie Guy and team number 5. But Madara and Snowfire, team number 16, they're up on the high ground. They have to make it towards the low ground. They know there's a team in the shack. Camper is actually taking shots at Get Right. And Shah's now is wondering, hey, where are these shots coming from? Because there's two of us here.
Oh, Wolf Guy finally
And-
goes down. Get right.
Yeah, there's no way Wolfie is getting out of that situation. And Shah's now parkouring his way into the other compound because they've heard Camper. And it's going to be a 2v1 trade unless Camper can pull out something out of the hat and get both of them. And the first shots do come in.
Oh, he takes both with him, and yeah, we have kills go down multiple places. He actually just held that choke down very well.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to literally trade that, but I think Hipfire down towards the staircase is going to find both members of team number 10. They're going to be kicking themselves, because that was an easy trade for them. But unfortunately, I think Shaz was blocked by his own teammate and he couldn't see much. And now Zeus Sabers Alpha is going to say, thank you very much for this. 3 teams remaining. They are rotating in fast with the vehicles. They are trying to get as much map position on team number 5 and deny them from getting into the circle. You see Instinct and Nair already finding Get Right easy for Instinct. They're just making it look easy. This is a very patient Zeus Sabers Alpha this time around. And Insane is going to try and hold the spray down, but unfortunately the Scar is not going to be able to do enough damage. The nade is right next to him. Or is that a smoke? Because there was... Oh, the nade did miss. So it's going to be a 1v3. He has no first aids. He's done for it. He's given up. And that's going to be the end of Insane. So Zeus Sabers Alpha looking at potentially picking up their first chicken dinner of the... Actually, this is the second chicken dinner for them, right? Because they did win one map yesterday.
No,
So it's
they
a
did
4...
not. Zeus Saber actually didn't.
Oh,
It
Weekend
was
won that.
Gabru Weekend, and I believe that was Manicmen that took the chicken dinners yesterday.
Look at Z Fears, man. He's going in. But at the same time, Campers is not someone that you want to take a 1v1, because he just proved that he is ready for more fights. But yeah, this is bad. This is going to look bad, because it's going to be every single member of Zeus Sabers that's going to rush into this church. I don't know what Camper can do out of this, but if he can clutch a 1v4, he deserves to be the man of the tournament, because he's already made himself to the top 2 with just himself. And now it's going to be the whole of Zeus Sabers Alpha. That's the only compound, or that's the only place they haven't really checked. So they're fairly certain that the last remaining member is kind of stuck in here. And they've held every single angle. It's just looking really bad for Camper 1. He's staying true to his name. He's trying to camp it out, but unfortunately the zone is gonna move, and we see the Gaju, right? He's gone for the drop. Just precaution. He's like, I'm gonna go get the drop, and I'm gonna stay at the drop and cover from here. I think they've narrowed it down. They know exactly. The shots did come in from Camper, and they know what happened in that compound. So it doesn't look like Camper is going to get out of it, because the moment he opens that door, he's going to get blasted with almost 3 M4s. So let's see. The only way Camper wins this is if he's able to take 1v1 fights, or if Zeus Sabers Alpha kind of gifts him the win.
I
At
think
this point in time, it
Gaju
doesn't.
is just gonna sit back and play the heal battle, while Instinct and Nier are just gonna hang around here and do as much damage as they can as Camper comes out.
We see Zephyrs kind of honk it out, and he's trying to get him, and the doors have been broken. This is bad news for Camper, but the zone is actually still in sight. Instinct finally says, you know what, I've had enough of this. He's gonna not find Camper, and Camper's gonna find another kill. So Camper is making it look easy right now, but the nade lobs it in. Is it good? I think that nade's good. And winner, chicken dinner. Z Fears is gonna find the last kill. Camper, however, brilliantly played. My dude, that was just awesome from your side. Good clutches coming in. Unfortunately, that was a 1v4, but he does pick up 5 kills. I think that is the highest solo kills for this lobby, if I'm not mistaken. So big ups to Camper. He just played his mind out there. And that's going to be a Zeus Sabers Alpha. So that's going to be our fourth different winner in 4 different maps, which means there's going to be a big change in the scoreboard because Weekend Warriors went down pretty early. District 9, good to see them in third place. Then we have TEG as well. They just got caught out in rotations, but fourth place with 3 kills. Still going to net them some points. But the guys who are in the leaderboards, right? We have Manikman in seventh. We have IR in eighth. We have Gabru in ninth. 11th is going to be Weekend Warriors. So this is just going to look really difficult for everyone. At least the top 5, top 10 is going to shuffle a lot, but there is chance for the other teams to catch up as well because the bottom of the leaderboard still has a lot of action that's remaining for them. So I'm hoping to see in the next map, which is Erangel, which is a map that everyone is really comfortable in, see what they have in play because yesterday all the positioning was given away in 2 maps, right? So
Yeah.
everyone's aware of what compounds people are taking. So I want to see if people are going to react to those or are they going to you know take it in a way that okay, we know these are taken, let's change our position. So that's what I want to see because we've noticed a lot of the teams land in the same places in the both of the maps. This time around I want to see if someone actually goes for the early fights and secures their own compound, or are they going to just let someone else take it and possibly move to another compound.
I think you got that bang on. All the squads have had 2 maps each now of Erangel and Miramar. We did see the early clutter at the drop, especially in the first 2 maps. I think T squads now are gonna have an idea of where each one is going to be heading, and they're going to be able to adjust on the back of that. Certain squads which are falling behind might want to take these early engages and snag some quick points, while the top half of the leaderboard is probably just going to try and play it passive, maybe even go for early rotations into the circle, because at least in the first couple of zones we've seen the edges, in fact seeing a lot of fights, especially with the 18 squads being there. The edges are a little bit more cluttered. I think today was the first time we actually saw the zone actually shift hard as well. Yesterday, all throughout the day, we've had slightly more relaxed zones where the squads have to just short rotates into the first zone, and I think that was pretty much the reason why we did see so many early fights and kills go down here in this map. We'll have to wait and see how Erangel plays out. 4 maps in, 4 new chicken dinners.
Chicken dinners, yeah.
That is
4 different winners. So that shows that it's a very equally matched lobby, and
Yeah.
it's not like one favorite that's going to walk away with everything. So I'm excited to see what happens in Erangel. We have 2 more maps remaining for today, so we will be back.
Before
shortly.
we go ahead, all the people who are tuning in, I have the secret code up on the top right. Today it is different. It is unbeatable performance. So all the viewers are tuning in. There is a giveaway happening on chat. All you got to do is enter the secret code in that chat giveaway and stand a chance of winning some awesome Steam wallet codes. This is going to be happening throughout every single map, throughout all the 8 days of action, 6 days of action, sorry. So if you do manage to get every single one of this right, you get yourself into the mega raffle where you stand a chance of winning an awesome Aorus SSD. I think that's super hype for all the viewers who are tuning in. Also, big shout out to NVIDIA as well as Aorus for making this happen. If you guys are interested in picking up PUBG and starting your esports journey here today, the absolute best way would be to get yourself an Aorus RTX card, couple that up with a high refresh rate Aorus monitor, and yep, you already will have a very big advantage over the rest of the playing field. What do you say, SK?
Yeah, true that. I mean, 144 hertz, the norm right now. Make sure you do pick up, and frames win games, guys. Unbeatable performance is the code. Frames win games was the code yesterday. Take a hint, and that's exactly what you need to get into esports, especially PUBG, or even if you're into any other battle royale, if you're into CS:GO, if you're into Rainbow Six. There's a lot of esports titles out there. and Valorant as well is going to come in. So every single one of these games require you to have the best performance, the highest frames, so you're able to react and you're able to also play on the same playing field as everyone else. So yeah, I think it's very fair to say that you do need a very powerful system, or at least a 144 hertz, at least an RTX 2060 to start off with if you're fairly new to the scene, and if you're a veteran and if you're looking at in a long run a 2080 240 hertz or right now there's almost like I think 240 hertz is probably very good
Yeah.
if you want to start off at least in the high range segment.
Yeah. So
But yeah, that's pretty much I'm super excited now because I didn't expect for a fourth different winner, but now that I'm more excited to see how, I want to jump into the next map and also see how the scoreboard switches,
yeah.
because that's gonna be that's gonna put the bottom half of the scoreboard as well in a little bit of a tense situation because they need to fight it out even though those slots don't look too different in terms of scoring. They still need to fight it out and secure some points so they're not seen in the bottom four, and hopefully they can get out.
Yeah. With that, we will take a very short break. We will be back shortly with map number 2 on Erangel for day 2 of the NVIDIA iCafe attack powered by Aorus. I'm Shays here. That is SK, please. See you folks in just a bit. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the NVIDIA iCafe attack powered by Aorus. Day 2. We are going to be jumping into map 2 in just a bit. I'm Shazia. Joining me is SK. Please, let's have a look at the scorecard at the end of that map number 4. Weekend Warriors still in the lead, but that lead has been significantly cut down now. 46 points in first place. Zeus Sabers Alpha are going to jump 2 spots. They're in second position now, 3 points behind Weekend Warriors, who are on 43. Third position, Manic Men on 41, and Gabru in fourth position on 31 points. All top 4 positions now have had chicken dinners secured. 4 different winners in the 4 maps that we have witnessed, and it is 15 points that separates the top 4. SK.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, because of the fact that there was 4 different winners, the scoreboard's going to be shuffled here and there.
Yeah.
But the top 4 now, it's anybody's day today. There's just 2 more maps remaining, and we are on the 5th map of the iCafe, NVIDIA iCafe attack tournament. And this is going to be a wrangle. The flight has already taken off, and the flight path again is going to be very similar to yesterday's wrangle, one of the wrangle maps, which was Primos all the way to Saverny. I think yesterday was Primos to Kameshki, but Primoz Saverny is going to put all these teams in a situation where they have to take a lot more of the western side, and you can see teams already doing that. We have Manic Man already jumping in towards Promos. Axelin is going to separate from the rest of the crew. Grabru is going to go 4 split towards Ferry Pier. TEG is going to try and make the big dash towards Milta. All the eastern side of the map, unless you have a vehicle, it is not going to be accessible. So you need to try and work out a lot of the western side. And I'm surprised that South George is not taken at all, considering the amount of loot that is present there. Team number, I think this is Team NLG or N4P. They're also kind of fairly centered towards TEG, and I think you can see the first fight here. Kilua is on the eastern side near the barns that we were camping in the camera, and Kostab is gonna have a fall.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
he
weird.
fell down, but
But let's have a look at Killua on the eastern side there. He's in a 1v2 situation, and Kill is driving towards team number 16. I think the shots are going to be fired there. Gomadara is going to find Kill, but Killua now is in a 1v2 with team number 13. Let's see
oh,
if
there
he
it is.
can get out of this.
Yeah, we're gonna jump
Yeah,
over to that
the
action
first skill
there.
does come in, but he's just got a Tommy gun level 2 helmet in hand, which is enough for someone like Killua to work with. He is an amazing player. He's decked already in terms of loot. He's got 4 first aids. What are the odds that you get 4 first aids in the first building that you jump into? Snowfire is going to find Dominar and Zergstein. Oh my, that is unfortunate. So TEG off to an explosive start this time around, because they've got 3 kills secured. And these compounds have actually turned out to be very beneficial for them.
And
And look at Killua, though. He is playing like an assassin right now. He's trying to fake the fact that he's jumping out of buildings, but he's not. And in the distance, we see blocked as well. He's going to find FW, FU. All these compounds have people in them. You cannot rush without checking. And that's exactly what happened to the first 3 or 4 members that we've lost already. Killua now. I think he's definitely going to get back up in the form of Madara. Yep, the vehicles are going to start rolling in now. So Madara and Lynch are going to make their way towards Killua, which means team number 13 is going to be Revolution X. This is going to be troublesome for them. They're in a 3v2 scenario. It's not looking too good for them, because in a trade perspective, they will lose this fight. But it all comes down to raw aim. And we've seen, I think it was Camper last time who came up with the clutch. So hopefully they can do something else this time around. Kill has already gone down, so it's gonna be up to Killer and Kaizen. Madara is gonna open the first door. I'm assuming he's ready and primed. Um, yeah, Madara is gonna be the first push that's gonna come in. Kaizen, however, I like what they're doing. They're breaking a lot of windows with their fists, but they're not actually entering, which means it's going to be a very confused team number 13.
Ooh, Killer's being spotted out, and Lynch actually ends up going down. Killua able to get the trade in at the end as Kaizen. He's gonna go for the hipfire with the Tommy, and he's good for it. Oh, team 13, first team eliminated.
Yeah, look at Killua's HP though. He has 1 HP remaining on that fight. That looked like team number 13 almost taking it away, but unfortunately Killer wasn't able to get the trade in. So it's gonna be Killua, TEG. They're gonna be reduced to 3 members, but they're gonna be happy because they picked up 5 points already in the first phase itself. And now team number 8 and team number 11. That's gonna be Game Boy versus team NLG. Karku is being surrounded. Wolfie guy is coming for the backup. I think mostly Karku is gonna jump away and get to safety, but doesn't look like it. Doesn't really look like it. Because they're just stalking him down at this point of time. Karku is getting stalked. If you look at the map right now, they're just prone. And we see Karku trying to spot, but there's 2 prone players right next to him. He doesn't know that unknown player is actually pretty much at the tree right next to him, which is very very smart. And now Karku spots out Rogue Prince. Afnan is gonna start making his move as well. I think Wolfie guy got tagged with a VSS. So that's going to be unknown player with the VSS. And Wolfie guy has no idea where he's getting shot from. Because the VSS, like you guys know, makes no noise whatsoever. Now it's a 3v3 scenario. Archie Monster in the distance here, taking some shots at Acolytic.
Yeah, just taking a couple of taps away, waiting for a peek to come through. He's just pre-firing it. Karku, meanwhile, he's been holding down squad number 8. They've picked up the UAS and have come to a rock straight up ahead. But right now, they're pretty much pinned in unless they want to use some utility to get out of this. And there you go, the smoke's being dropped. They're in a fairly decent spot right now, Karku. With that mini.
I like what Unknown is doing though. He's actually prone dangerously close to the squad, but
he's actually spotted him out there, Karku. Taking a couple of shots. Ooh, even manages to get a connect there, 39 HP. But I don't think they're in any sort of trouble as of yet. Unknown player also should be able to easily back away from this SK.
Yeah, I think Unknown is going to back away towards the compound, and Karku had a bunch of shots that he could have taken, but unfortunately, misses most of them, which means the fight there, it's still going on. I was going to say it's going to end, but it's still going on, and shots are being exchanged. Unknown player, however, is stuck now because Wolfie guy has noticed where Unknown is. They've saved the vehicles. Blocked from team number 8 is actually playing rather solo this time around. He is far away, nowhere close to the team. And now Gabru is starting to make rotations, try and take the central part of the map because it is going to be towards the southern side. At least you need to be around ruins and Pochinki to be somewhere towards the central side. And that's what most of the teams here are doing. Team number 15, team number 8, team number 5, team number 17, team number 7. Everyone already towards the central part of the map. Drop Dead Repeat is dangerously close to Wades. And I don't know if Wades has spotted him out, but Drop Dead is actually out in the open right next to Wades.
Yeah, Drop Dead's actually trying to
He's
sneak
definitely
out.
spotted him out. He's definitely spotted him. He's trying to jump, but...
He's gonna...
Oh, he's heard this. He's heard the buggy. Unfortunately, not able to finish the spray, and his SKS is actually a 10-round SKS with no scope whatsoever. So that's gotta be a free kill gifted just because he was too patient. Sometimes, being too patient also kind of hurts you, and that's exactly what happened. Unknown player here actually went down. And they have no vehicle to rotate, which means team number 11 is going to start making all-round rotations here. Blocked, I don't think wants to join this fight. There we go. Shrizo is going to find 2 players, or is going to find He's going to find two players. Yes, Rogue Prince is going to go down. Afnan is going down as well. Actually, no, Afnan decides that, you know what, it's better off for him to run away and not take this fight. His car's about to explode, and
No.
Afnan, oh my god, this is straight out of an action movie. And Afnan's going to zigzag his way and try and get out. Blocked, however, has taken the very central part of the zone, and the zone's going to shift towards the George Paul side. So Ruins George Paul, and this the compound that his the teammates of team number 8 is in, blocked, is the compound that all of his team should have been in, because that is the central most compound. And now we see Axelin and crew, they're going to crash straight into Amit Cold Zera. If you can take a look at Ruins right now, they are just crashing into Amit Cold Zera here. It's going to be a 4-on-1. Let's see if Amit Cold Zera is going to be able to do something out of this, but he's actually going to duck and put some shots in. But I think he's kind of put himself in a scenario where, okay, seems as though one Amit Kolzara can actually chase the whole of team number 12 away, which is very surprising to me. And
I
he's actually held Ruins.
he was on his own, took shots at 2 or 3 players, and Axel and squad just split from there. They wanted absolutely nothing with that. I think it just came to a point where they weren't really sure of the number of players that were around and didn't want to risk it regardless. Just go for the overall safe play, back away. It's still very early here in map number 5.
All right, look at this though. Top right of your screen, that's gonna be Ghostly Boy and Wade's finding one of the Zeus Saber Alpha members. Sunir is out of the round, out of the game in phase number 2. Acolytic is gonna find Ice Ice Ice. I think this was a rotation kill that happened there. They're trying to go towards the high ground of the George Paul Hill, and unfortunately, they do lose one member super early. Zephyrs is also a bit hurt, but 17 teams remain, 54 still alive. It is anybody's game. But TEG is also rolling up to the same hill. Meanwhile, Afnan here stuck in a house. And look at this though. Lynch is Kilua is going to be found by Instinct. Lynch is gonna leave Kilua to die because there's no ways they can defend that. And now Lynch is gonna start moving towards the only other compound that has the potential to, you know, get them through to the next phases, but he has no teammate around. Krishmiao has heard all these shots going on. He's gonna spot Zephyrs, or he's at least gonna hear the bike of Zephyrs going up the hill. Now shots are gonna start returning towards Instinct, and team number 15 are actually in a very good position to completely shut down Zeus Alpha, but their scopes and the utilities they have, not something they can really work with at this point of time.
Yeah, with that, quick shout out to all the viewers who are tuning in. Don't forget, there is a giveaway happening in chat. The secret code is up on the top right part of your screen. All you got to do is take the secret code, enter it in the giveaway link in chat, and you stand a chance of winning some awesome Steam Wallet codes. If you get all the answers right over 6 days of action, you will stand a chance of entering the mega giveaway, which is an awesome Aorus SSD. So go ahead, that's the secret code, lock it in. It is unbeatable performance for the day. SK, take it away.
All right, now we see Afnan here. A bit of a mess. Phase 3 has kind of moved away from him. His teammate, however, blocked. Still in a fairly decent compound all by himself. And now the fight for Ruins is going to start to take place. Mansab is going to take shots at Vikirex and take some hit points off him. It's going to be team number 8 and team number 12 that it's going to be... Sorry, it's team number 18. That's going to be Indian Rivals versus Manic Men. These two teams, very explosive shooters, but Lynch is actually driving straight into team number 12 and unfortunately pays for that poorly scouted rotation. He thought that nobody's gonna be there, but guess what, there was a whole team number 12 just sitting there. Salman Patel is gonna pick up that kill, and TEG, who had an explosive start of 5 kills early on in this match, have reduced to just 3 members, or reduced to just one member. So it's just up to Snowfire now to secure as many position points so that their kill points do have some sort of meaning
And look
to it.
at
Now we
Slash.
see.
He's just gone
Oh
into a
no, no,
gazillion
no.
amount of players. This is going to be mission impossible to stay alive. He actually gets off, and Roy has got clean angle onto the Slash. Is going to get taken down. Rotating that late
That is.
in.
Yeah, that is just unfortunate for Flash. Slash, he's not able to do anything. That he had almost, the full 2 M4 shooting at him. Post that, and look at this though, Krish Meow is actually gonna find. All right, Arcade is actually gonna find Roy. Hades is gonna come in. What is going on here? This is a total massacre. Coming in from Gabru. They've got 2 knocks on their side. Did they eliminate? I don't think they've eliminated because Time is still alive. Time is gonna find Hades. Now it's gonna be Time in a 1v2 scenario. I think he's gonna go for the flush there. He's gonna find Roy. This has the underground bunker. That's exactly what people don't realize. This is the newer update of Erangel 2.0. There's an underground bunker here that Time is perfectly playing around with, and Ghostly Boy now left to fend
Oh,
for
whoa, whoa,
himself.
whoa, whoa, one
Oh,
HP!
he's super low.
And he's gonna go down.
Oh my god, team number 15. That's gonna be Team NGP, who are sorry, Team N4P. They are the ones representing I think it is N4P, right? Team number 15. Yes, so it's gonna be Tagbot Gaming. The cafe they're representing is called Tagbot Gaming, and now blocked here. Bit of a mess. He is getting mollied by Wolfie guy. He's exposed at this point of time, and God as well. There's 2 different fights happening here. This is going to be team number 20 versus team number 17. 17 already decimating 2 members of 20. So it is a 2-on-4. Nuke Potato is going to take shots at Acolytic. Acolytic prone in the smoke next to the vehicle. I think you should put on the X-ray so we can clearly
Yeah.
see what is happening in terms of the position. There we go. We see Acolytic there right behind the vehicle, and he's gonna get spotted. But this is the other fight we were looking at. Wolfie guy. Unfortunately, Shrizo is gonna find blocked. So Afnan is still alive. The tides have changed. Afnan is the last remaining member. This fight, however, is still taking place here. Healing battle going on. The nade is perfect, but that bandit saves him. But unfortunately, Dante Amon is going to find God. And now it's up to Nuke Potato in a 1v4. Can he do anything in this scenario? He's going to spot, but that barrel in that range, not the best gun. Walnut Mine is going to say goodbye, Nuke Potato, and eliminate team number 20. Task Force Lambda out at 16th. But I think the bigger upset was team number 15 taking down Gabru at 17. So brilliant play coming in from Time there. Played out that building to perfection. Used the bunker, went down, went up, confused the hell out of Ghostly Boy. And now we see this other rotation here. Team number 14. This is going to be Team Toxic making a rotation with the bike. But every single area is taken, killer, and there's nothing you can do. Everywhere you go, there's going to be people. He's going to cross Dam right now, and he's gonna get taken down. Bijoy is gonna find killer 3 points, but Mansab is actually the one that's gonna secure the kill. And team number 12 is gonna yoink 2 points away just like that.
Oh, he managed to
Snowfire,
sneak
however.
in. Come on, one more. He can't find it. That was gold right there. He could have walked away with so much. But team
I think he got both the
yeah,
kills.
he got both the
He
kills.
got both the kills.
But team 16 still get eliminated there. They got third partied in. Or might have been just the third or fourth player cleaning up. Regardless, it is team number 3 now that is being held down by squad 17. There's squad 5 as well. It's just straight up ahead of him. And I think Itachi has spotted them inside the building here, SK.
Oh yeah, they've got a Kar 98 in the form of Pock Penguin, so if he can get a knock, that will be very crucial. But unfortunately, goes for the shot too early. Get right is going to find Itachi. Itachi made the push, and now the nades are going to start flowing into a Stanish. Stanish has no idea there's an 8 knight next to him. 52 hit points of damage. The get right is just going crazy. He's going to turn this fight into a virtual red zone. And there you go. Going to find Tanishk as well. Now, just Bok Penguin remaining and insane. He's going to find Bok in the head with that mini 14. That's going to be goodbye to team number 3. That was fast. That fight went from good to worse in just about 10 seconds. And team number 5 is going to hold compound now. Team number 11, another rotation coming in towards team number 12, who's gonna be gifted an explosive car. Doesn't look like it. Shrizo is gonna find the rock, not the best of rocks, but it is gonna be good enough. But Zephyrs is gonna third party and find Shrizo, and now AK Karku cannot go for the res. He has to play for the placements. This is looking messy. 24 people alive in phase 5. Not a lot of real estate to work with. And there you go. Panic sets in. Moves towards time. Gets eliminated. Team number 11 is out. So Team NLG is out in 10th place. 10 teams remaining. I think it's 22 still on the map. And we see Amit Kolzera finding Cryption as he's taking a little bit of a cold drink. He was trying to pop an energies for him to get back in the zone, but unfortunately gets taken down by Ahmed Kolzer, a man who doesn't miss. Now, Zeus Alpha finally leaving the hill and moving down, dropped at repeat, and Syed Ashik from team number 10. This is Infernal Gaming. They lost two members to TEG super early before the match even started, before phase 1 even moved in. And now they're in a bit of a situation because team number 5, we just saw them destroy team number 3 just now, and team number 10 are also fairly close to this compound. They're rather prone at this point of time because you walking around in is going to give your position away much more. Zephyrs and Instinct have started stalking down the compound of time, and which, wow, that's going to be team number 15, Team N4P, who just eliminated Gabru off the lobby. It's a 2-on-2. Instinct is trying to go get a ridge further down the zone so that the team is split and they're not basically don't get naded ASAP. And there you go. The smart thing to do right now is prone. It's just don't give your position. If you have a ridge, just prone it out and see where the next phase takes you, because phase 6 is going to be a crazy shift. And just as we say that, Gopal Gatani, while moving his vehicles, gets tagged by Insane's mini 14 in the head. He's not going to be too happy about it because that helmet before he came here was brand new. IR Amit Kolzer, they're finding Freck OP, which means Weekend Warriors, I think, have been eliminated in ninth. So all the top teams just eliminated at the right before phase 5, and now it's going to be just, I think,
Yeah, that's
IR is, and Manikman. Manikman is also in the leaderboard. I mean, they're in the top 5, right? So it is Usabers Alpha and Manik now. It's a game that IR can potentially take, but Manikman have already secured 5 kills for themselves, and they've been holding this ridge. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds is what is left in phase number 5. And phase 6, if it's a hard shift, it is going to be brutal for all these teams.
yeah, how does that circle shift? There you go. It does shift towards the western side. And Zephyrs on the other side gets knocked from afar. Looks like Instinct is gonna have to make his way in hot. He's got smokes with him. The smoke, I don't think is gonna bloom in the nick of time. He's down to about 10 HP, and just as he makes it in, the final bullet comes in, but they're getting third partied by the looks of things by Drop there, who is all on his own by the looks of things. It's going to be down to Sayada, and there you go. He gets taken out, and squad number 5, Insane. They've been sitting inside that compound for a long time, but the push there eventually ensures that they do come out on top. I believe they lost 1, if not 2 players. Archie Monster will be, however, rezzed back up, and they'll be too strong moving into the later phase SK.
Oh yeah, true that. Susaber's Alpha, however, now down to 2-man. And look at this, the Walnut Mine, team number 17. He's on his own against Deathrill. Is he gonna find Deathrill? Because they have to start making the rotations in. And oh my god, the X-ray looks really bad. Walnut Mine, confused by the footsteps, is gonna find himself in a bit of a situation there. But the shots coming in from Dante Aman perfectly hit towards the side of Deathrill. they're at this point they're just trying to gatekeep the rotation, which is what they can possibly do. So Dante Aman and Gopal Gatani have the higher ground. They have the ridge towards them, and I think they can hold the rotation while Colzera moves in, because and that's exactly what they're doing. There you go. Colzera does get tagged. Dante Aman is going to try and spot out and see if he can pick up Walnut Mine. I don't think that's going to be a possibility. Walnut Mine slowly bleeding out, which means there's another kill secured for the side of Indian rivals. And now Dante Aman. Deathrill finds Walnut Mine, who bleeds out there. But Dante, if he looks right of his scope, he is gonna find Deathrill. I don't think he saw that. He completely missed out and finally spots Deathrill. Gopal Gatani, however, is not gonna let him rotate. And this is exactly what I was trying to say. They are not gonna
Look
let
at who is coming
the
from
rotations
behind.
happen.
Oh no, Salman. He's been there for such a long time. Unfortunately, the timing that he decides to push up, he had a player looking the other way and he gets instantly taken up. That would have been easily 2 knocks, maybe even kills, but instead is going to walk away empty-handed escape.
And look what Colzera is doing, right? He is relentless. He finds the knock and now he's going for the finish. But unfortunately, he's going to go straight into Mansab's AUG. And that is not the gun that you want to take a 1v1 against. And Salman Patel actually ends up getting a res. So Manik Men still 4-man strong. 6 kills secured. IR just have Vicky Rex on them. 5 kills on their side. The zone is not looking really good for Vicky Rex. He is making sure he uses every single bit of utility, and now we see team number 12 slowly start making their way towards Zeus Saber's Alpha. They want to decimate this team. They've already picked apart Zephyrs in phase number 5 and 6, and now they're trying to finish off this fight. And the big flank coming in from House right now. He is going in for the long haul. Hopefully, he does not get spotted by the likes of Wikilex, who is not going to be scared or not going to be shy to third party. But if he does find Zeus Saber's Alpha here, it is going to look messy. Unfortunately, the timing here is they're still waiting. Wikirex is going to hear the rotations in, so he's going to take a very late circle. And Insane is going to find Mitchwow. All right, that's a completely different fight. So Time is like the only remaining member here. So there's almost 3 teams fighting for that compound. Time has to exit. Unfortunately for Time, he's just surrounded at this point. He's got Zeus Saber's Alpha on one side. He's got District 9 on the other side. And it is not looking good for Time right now from team number 15. That's NGP. He's gonna try and wiggle around. Gonna try and
how doesn't he see him? Oh, there you go. He sees it, and Insane should be able to clean up there. Team number 5, perfect timing on the third party, but the long-waited flank from House is coming in hot. SK, the nade takes down Instinct.
That was just brutal. He knocks him and then nades him. They have no defensive mechanism whatsoever. And he's picked up a kill. He's happy. He's coming straight back down towards his team, because it seems as though team number 12, Manic Men, want to close this off with a chicken dinner. And they are choosing to play the low ground. They don't want to make the aggressive push on top. And they are 4-man strong. So it's going to be a 4v1v 2v2v1. That's how the map is looking, and this is gonna be phase number 8. This phase is gonna hurt, and guess what, team number 12, Manic Man, have a huge ridge to play on their side. And now Deadshot is gonna get tagged or shot down by Archie Monster, and he's gonna go down. Zeus Saber's Alpha down in 5th place. This time around they are eliminated. 4 teams remaining. We've got Indian rivals. We got team number 17, that's gonna be Placid. We got team number 12 is Manic Men, and team number 5, District 9. And Dante Aman is gonna spot a stray Archie Monster, but he's not able to get it. Is the nade good is the real question. And the nade is not good, but he's gonna start firing away a lot of nades. And Vicky is actually gonna find House. The patient Vicky Rex finds House between 3 members of team number 12. That is just,
he's been sneaking over there for such a long time, and he does eventually go down to Mansa. But now it's down to Dante for the spray. This time he's on point. Archie is down as well. And Insane is gonna be in a lot of trouble here. He does get the first aid out, but now it is his time to play cat and mouse.
Yeah, pretty much. But look at Axelin though. Axelin is actually right next to Insane. I don't think Insane is aware of this. And Axelin is going to find him. There you go. Easy picking. This just looks like a game for Manic Men again. Do we get a two-time chicken dinner? Gopal Gatani, I think it's a little bugged there. So we saw him shoot the ground and take down Axelin. Now in a 2v2, I think it is 2v2, but Mansab with the AUG is going to find the first kill. 2v1 now. Mansab, Salman Patel versus Gopal Gatani. Let's see which team is going to be able to take it. I think Mansab does have the firepower and he's going to make it look easy with that suppressed AUG. Winner, chicken dinner. 12 kills onto Manic Men. That is just crazy. So Manic Men is the team that's representing Hanusha from Bangalore. And man, oh man, that is another high kill haul for the side of Manic Men.
Yeah, that's a huge kill haul. We're looking at 12 kill chicken dinner, 22 points added, and the first time repeat chicken dinner in the NVIDIA iCafe attack. They did take, I do believe that was map number 2 yesterday. And today they take map 2 again on day 2, and that is going to easily propel them to the lead here. Thoughts on the matchup thus far, SK? Okay, before we actually jump onto that, let's give our viewers another chance of winning the giveaway. I'm going to bring up the secret code, top right part of the screen. It is unbeatable performance. All you got to do is use the secret code, enter it in the link in the chat for the giveaway, and you stand a chance of winning some awesome Steam wallet codes. The results of which will be announced on the NVIDIA Instagram page later in the week. So don't forget to follow the NVIDIA GeForce India Facebook as well as Instagram pages, and the Aorus Instagram and Facebook pages for all the latest updates for all the esports tournaments happening around you, all the community tournaments happening around you. SK, thoughts on the matchup thus far?
I mean, this was a very, very crazy round because there's a lot of kills being split amongst a lot of other teams, but the rotations were just panic setting in because the teams that rotated late, like you said, just had no compounds whatsoever remaining, and unfortunately, we lost a ton of people who just died in rotations. But that is how the game is. Everyone right now is going to play for the win. Everyone's trying to secure their slots for the finals, and you can see that in the form of every team, right? Team number 15, like, they just went head on towards Gabru and took them out. Weekend Warriors as well, they got caught in a rotation. Zeus Sabers Alpha got caught in rotation. TEG, Explosive Start, got caught in rotation. So I feel like most of the teams really have to work on the fact that they cannot rotate late because a lot of the other teams have already taken central compounds, and we can just, that's just the truth right now. And hopefully people can bounce back. At least the teams that have got caught in rotations can realize that, hey, not take early fights. Let's get into zone first. Let's get some real estate, and then secure some points.
Yeah, I think zone 3, zone 4, many rotations that we saw, especially squads that came in towards the second half as the circle was closing in central map. We literally reached a point, especially around the ruins area, where there was already 2 or 3 squads set up, and the squads that were making the rotation had to move through 10 plus players all shooting at them.
Pretty much,
and
yeah.
you eventually just have to wing it, even split up in certain occasions. We saw so many squads actually lose players before they eventually were able to settle up inside the circle, and in the long run the numbers we saw did come to hurt, where you have a 4-man squad pushing you, your back's against the wall. It's going to be very hard from that point on. And yeah, props to Axelin and squad as they take the second chicken dinner of the Aorus iCafe, the NVIDIA iCafe attack powered by Aorus. Map 2 is done. We are going back over to Miramar. SK. What are you expecting from this map?
I think Miramar was much more calmer than Erangel. I feel like Erangel is just a massacre from like phase three onwards, but Miramar was a lot of action at the start and a lot of action at the end. Much calmer rotations, and there's a lot more place to move around in Miramar compared to the likes of Erangel, where most of the positions you already know. It's one of the maps like people play much more often than Miramar. So I feel like teams that take the high ground on Miramar are just definitely going to be gifted some free points during these rotations, and I hope that we have uh, people rotate in much early. Like I feel like most of these teams, at least 12 odd teams, need to work on the fact that they are rotating super late. There's a lot of loot in esports mode, so you don't really need to scavenge for loot
Yep.
a lot in the first phase. You need to just get your vehicles and get into the zone and not be caught out by the blue, or be caught out in a panicky rotation.
And there have also been situations where squads, initially at least, are spending a lot of time taking these long drawn fights, right? I think after a point of time, they're just going to decide, you know what, we try this for a minute or so, and then we're just going to back away and find ourselves an ideal position and set ourselves up better for the latter part of the map. And I think Miramar, first map of the day, we did see a lot of action go down. I think map 3 of day 2 is going to be no different. Big shout out again to all the viewers tuning in. Don't forget to keep your eyes up on the chat for the giveaways. Also, if you're looking to start your esports journey, you want to pick up PUBG and start playing, don't forget the best way to do so is to pick yourself up an Aorus RTX card, as well as couple it up with an Aorus high refresh rate monitor. And yeah, high refresh rate, better frames, you're gonna have a sizable advantage over your opponents in your games. This is Shade Slayer, that is SK. Please, we'll take a quick break. Map 3, the final map of day 2, is coming up just around the corner. What's up, people? Welcome back to the NVIDIA iCafe attack powered by Aorus. I'm Shaysay. Joining me is SK, please. We just done with map number 5, which was map 2 of the day. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Manic Men have taken the second chicken dinner, the first ever squad to do so here in the NVIDIA iCafe attack, and they're sitting well and truly on top of the leaderboard right now. 63 points, and they've managed to pick up a 12-point lead over Weekend Warriors, who are in second position now with 51 points. Third position is Zoo Sabers Alpha on 49, followed by I believe that is District 9 that has come into fourth position now with 37. Gabru Esports, unfortunately, has dropped out of the top 4 and are in fifth position. SK, what do you make of the scorecard?
I mean, Management definitely deserve to be on the top of the leaderboard. They played super well last game. I mean, they had so many chances to rush and pick more kills up, but they played it patient. They had the flank. They had every area covered. It did go to a 2v2 scenario at the end of it, but it was just the AUG coming into play there, and there's no way Mansab was going to miss any of those shots, and he picks up the final 2 kills to secure the chicken dinner for them. But Alpha as well, they've dropped a third, so they'll have to pick up a lot more fights now and then try and secure, because their positioning was great first half of the map, and then it just went downhill from there, and literally downhill, because they had to move downhill and they just got shot from everywhere. And once you lose Zephyrs, who's your IGL, you see the panic sets in. You see how there's not a lot of movement happening. They're just stuck in the ridge the whole time, and I think that was unfortunate for them. We can jump it in the map right now, and this is a fun circle, because it's bang in the middle. It's gonna go towards Parkred, San Martin, El Azahar, Cruz, Tierra Blanca, El Pozo. Everything is accessible. Chumacera is accessible. Picado is accessible. La Bendita is accessible. So I really particularly love the flight paths that go bang in the middle of the map, because it just gives teams so much more space to work with and a lot more access to vehicles. And that's what you need in Miramar, right? You need to get those vehicles in phase 1. You need to start making the rotations in the middle. But the circle gods in this tournament up till map 5 have not been forgiving at all. We've seen some hard shifts that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
And we've also seen some teams that have like very weird jumps. Like, you can see 2 teams moving towards Tierra Bronca right now, but I feel like one of the teams is gonna back off. Yep, they're gonna see the shoots, and I think they're gonna back off from that fight. um, However, Gabru is getting contested, I feel, or
No, that is just
something's
the
happening.
one player. Oh, the
Oh
shift.
my god. You
Rip.
see, this is exactly what I was talking about. It is not, it is so punishing. And now if you look at the damn circle, right, there's only three teams in here. We've got 18 teams in the lobby, and it's just 3 teams that have made it, who are like in the circle for phase 1. So almost 15 teams now have to make rotations all the way into the circle, and that is not gonna be good. And while I was speaking about loot the first time around, when you make rotations, there's not a lot of stuff that you can really loot in the southern side. Yes, there's Prison, yes, there's Valle del Mar and Los Higos, but that's about it. Everything else is going to be scattered, smaller compounds that you will have to scavenge from. And I think we see Zeusabers Alpha already moving further south towards Las Leones. I like what they're doing, because any team that kind of moves here, what they can do is move towards Puerto Periso and make that southern southeastern rotation towards the bottom half of the map. But Karku is already making himself to the middle. Bang in the center is AK Karku. He must be feeling like on top of the world right now, because he's got a lot of time to loot. 2 minute 45, and he's already picked up a 3x on his car, and he's got a lot of ammo to work with as well. He just needs to find some ammo. He's finding a Kar 98. Oh my. Karku's gonna be happy, man. Just to say that there is gonna be team number 3 going down there to Insane. So that was a early rotation coming in, but unfortunately, he is gonna go down.
Yeah, they were
And
actually rotating wide out. Unfortunately, from the boxing ring, that was Insane taking in shots, I believe, with the mini long range, and he just manages to get the knock and the kill. Unfortunate there. Team 3 lose a player very early on.
now they will be forced. what's this? They're going to be forced rotation. I think they're going to go again towards Picardo. It almost seems like a round two DX game zone. And they have one player, Itachi, as well, right? He's kind of getting shot by Kabru Roy, but I think he's not able to. Yeah, he does kind of get into a compound, so he's sort of safe right now. He has to get out of there because Gabru is one of those teams that will hunt you down, especially if you're roaming alone. And Itachi is going to get rid of his vehicle and start roaming. I guess that's what he's going to do, because mini red dot, not the best, not the ideal weapon you want. Team number 14 scavenging for loot on the north side of the circle. We have a fight towards El Azahar as well. Team number 10 Infernal Gaming and team number 2 Ocean Gaming are taking fights towards Al Azhar. That's going to be a 4-on-4 fight. Meanwhile, TEG going to make their rotations in. If we can take a look at the map now, you can see most of the teams. Manic Men have a free rotation on the western side of the map. We have TEG as well rotating from the eastern side. Team number 11, Team NLG, have already made it. Karku is bang in the middle of the circle. We have team number 7 who are in Montenegro. They will also get a fairly good rotation, or they could play spoiler and gatekeep the people coming in from the northern side of the circle. Kabru has to move in. Team number 9, Mercenaries, have to move in. Team number 8, that's going to be Game Web. They have to move in. Team number I think it's IR has to move in. Team number 9 as well. There's a lot of people that have to come into the circle. And now this is where the massacre is going to happen. Eastern side of the circle. Keep an eye out for it, ladies and gentlemen, because we see a lot of vehicles moving towards that side. Mad dash rotations coming in to make it into phase 1. TEG is going to be... he's gonna get the easier path, but Acolytic and crew are following behind, and behind them we have IR, behind them we have team number 20 is gonna be Task Force Lambda. On the eastern side we have Zeus Saber Alpha, and on the further eastern side we got Ocean Gaming and Team Toxic as well. This is just looking bad for the eastern side. However, if you look on the western side, clear weather that side. Team number 12, Manic Man, going to get a free rotation down into the zone. What do you think about the map? Because if you look at team number 5, they're actually dangerously close towards Apire.
They are indeed, and Apaya, I think he's heard them coming in here. His first instinct is to actually get out of here. He is so far away from Shrizo, and if he hangs around, he's gonna have a lot of problems, as Shrizo does begin to fire away. By the looks of things, long range, giving backup with the SLR, but now that Aipaya has made it safe, it's time for Shrizo also to back away. Something that we did discuss earlier, the fact that squads now don't really want to hang around and fight for too long, especially in the early parts. They'd rather go ahead and find a much better spot inside the circle and set up for the late game, SK.
True that. And look at this though. I mean, team number 11, you never know, right? Because you might be in the center of the circle at one phase, and you might be feeling really comfortable and confident. But we've seen these mad shifts that are happening, and before you know it, the rug or the carpet's gonna be pulled out from under your leg, and you will have to make a very dangerous rotation. So I feel like even even playing the middle of the map is a little scary situation, but at least you have cover, at least you can play for placement. And the eastern side, the amount of dots we are looking at the map, I think this is the first time I've seen so many vehicles being used. But one thing I want you to notice is Client Zero from team number 13. He's made himself into the bottom of the zone, and he's actually gatekeeping the road alone. He can pick up a lot of kills if his aim is on point, because he's got team number 2 that's rushing. He's got team number 14 also rushing in from the same path. And it's like it's crazy right now, because Zuseba Alpha is going to play the edge. I know for a fact, because they've not got a lot of loot, and they want to stay towards the edge. But if the circle does move towards the eastern side, they're going to be happy about it. But if it does move towards the prison side, call me a little crazy, but I want to see the circle shift towards the prison side, and then force people to use the 2 bridges across the, or use the water to cross.
And
that's pretty much what I'm hoping for at this point of time.
Look at FWFU. He waited to ensure that he lets someone chasing him let go ahead, but it so happens that the timing couldn't have been any worse. Skyzen as well as Camper are on the chase. FWFU7 is in some trouble, SK.
Oh yeah, true that. He has to stop for a heal, but because he's not gonna make it to
Yeah.
the zone with that HP. And the moment he stops, he's got people right behind him. And I have a feeling Kaizen is gonna go for that. And look at what I was talking about, right? Kaizen's team member Client Zero has already gone into the zone. If you look at the bottom, he's actually at the edge of the zone, and all these teams here, that eastern side, is gonna be crazy. So we should keep our eye out on this because of the fact that all of them are in trouble who are using that same road, and the circle is going to move western now. Oh my. Team number 11 is going to be happy about that because they can make that rotation back into Chumasera where they were looting from. And look at this, Konwa is going to get the first bit of action. I think we should shift there and look at Konwa waiting on the side of the road. He's going to find the first few shots, but no knocks coming in whatsoever. But the nade primed and ready towards Konwa, and he's gonna get shot by Cole Zero. Oh my! And Client Zero is also gonna find
Tetril!
Minter Buns there.
Ooh, Detril ends up going down to Dante, man. This was a chase that was going on for quite some time as both the players decide, you know what, I think we need to get off and take this fight right here, right now. Find an answer to this. And Dante, man, in fact, the fact that he did have a decent bit of cover at the beginning was able to set up and win that duel out. SK.
Yeah, and team number 2, Ocean Gaming, this doesn't look good. Look at the bottom side. There's a massacre. Wadu is going to find Kaizen. Killer is going to find Camper. And that is the end of team number 13. I feel like Client owed it to his team to tell him that there was another team ahead. But unfortunately, they're going to get cleaned up. Now it's just going to be Client remaining from team number 13. And you know what? I kind of called it because of the fact that the rotations were late. But I was just too much happening
Ooh,
there. And now there's
Kudzera. Oh no. Another victim to a late rotation, SK. The vehicle just
I'm
gets
telling you,
blown
it
up.
is it is gonna be late rotations all the way. And Vicky Rex is now is gonna be found in the open, but he's gonna get shot at by Ops. Good backup coming in from Ops. Vicky Rex was actually in a bit of a fix there because the first shot was a headshot, landing in with that mini 56 hit points there. And now we can see Chumasera as well. There's a fight going on at Chumasera, and Walnut Mine is gonna disengage from his vehicle and pass by Wolfie guy. And look at Gopal Gatani as well. He's on a higher ground. This is gonna get messy in no time, and Wolfie guy is gonna get spotted. But Gopal Gatani is going to whiff every single shot onto Wolfie guys. So Wolfie is going to find and finish Acolytic, and now Gopal is going to get taken down by Apire. TG Lynch is going to find Vicky Rex in the distance. Apire is going to finish Gopal Gatani, and now it's just up to Dante Aman, who's going to have a tall task now because he has to walk towards the whole team of Wolfie guy, Apire. And it's not really looking good. Walnut Mine, however, has made a cloud of smoke, and he's trying to go for the backward flank. There we go. Spots out the first person. Wolfie guy is going to find Walnut. Walnut's going to get taken down as well. And the team number 11 clutches it out there. They did have the higher ground. They're going to lose 2 men. Actually, they're going to lose only 1%. Wait, they didn't even lose that 1%. All right. So team number 11 playing it out to perfection. Going to find the whole team placid. Right there. And I mean, unfortunate, right? You got caught in a third person, and you had
Yeah.
to rotate in a high ground, and there's only so much smoke that you can really use. And TEG, bottom half of the map, 3 teams going towards them. Instinct at the first one. He's gonna look at ice. He's gonna knock him out. The rotation's coming in now. Wadu's gonna hear that, and Wadu is gonna quietly make himself go towards the higher ground. Instinct, however, has to start moving in. Phase number 3 definitely hurts the farther you are from the circle.
What's he playing at?
And
Instinct is
he's
actually going to get
got.
into the vehicle and try and drive away. There's an SKS on Wadu. He's going to switch on over to the M4. Sprays coming in. He is very slow though. That's going to mean a lot of shots coming his way. They're also taking damage from the blue zone, and Instinct is going to have to stop here to heal back up and might
And look
have,
at Wadu though.
yeah.
He's only got bandages. So he's not in the best scenario. However, Distinct has 6 first aids on him. He's going to get back into the Mirado, but this time around, Wadu is not going to be able to spot him, which means Wadu has to start making the rotation now. Meanwhile, the rest of his crew getting knocked out. FWFU is knocked out. Killer and Colzero out of the zone. Kilua is going to start moving into the zone and secure the position for his team. Meanwhile, Instinct finally gets in his Mirado and gets the hell out of there. And now Wadu is going to try and pick up his teammates. I don't know if team number 14 can make it out of this, but they are trying. And, big ups to them. Pugstar is going to get caught here. A lot of hip fire coming in from team number 3. Puckstar is going to go down to the zone. That is unfortunate. Tanish doesn't get the kill either. And the zone's going to start ticking. Phase number 3. He's not going to go pick up Bok Penguin. He had an opportunity there, but he didn't realize that the person did go down to the zone. And now you see team number 14 slowly ticking down, one member after the other, and TEG is going to make the late rotation in towards the southern side of the circle. Gabru, however, is in a big fight here with team number 7, Weekend Warriors. Hades is going to spot out one, but he's going to get shot at. Perfect timing and coming in from Beast Official for that cover fire. So that is a 4v4 fight that is happening. They're going to try and spot out as many people as they can. But right now, they get the res. Mojo is going to get back indoors and start healing. Gabru is playing the Ridge, and the fight is going to continue, Shade.
Yeah, they're taking their time here. They don't want to get hit by any of these nades. They split up 2 and 2 as well. We have Ghostly Boy and Wades heading in towards the left side, Hades as well as Roy on to the right. Decent amount of patience being shown here. I think that is the sign of a well-oiled, experienced squad. They're not really rushing in. There are a lot of angles that Squad 7 can be holding, a lot of counter utility that may come their way, but Krypton moves back out and he's going to get shot at. Unfortunately, no shots connecting. Roy making his way from the right. There is Freako as well as Krypton, who's just about on that side. Roy, will he find an angle onto this? I don't believe they're aware of him being there right now, because their eyes are on Trizo, who gets knocked about on that hill. And meanwhile, Madara has managed to find a knock as well. Let's have a look at what Wades is looking at right now. He did spot out a couple of players who were at the edge of the window right there. And before that, I see unknown player as well as the rest of squad number 8 have been wrecking some havoc here towards the western part of the circle. There's Wow, who's the last man alive here for squad number 15, and he's going to desperately try and get away from the situation. And with the blue zone coming in as well, a lot of rotations up ahead for squad number 8. They're not going to hang around any longer. Wise decision, but we're going to jump on over to this fight between Gabru as well as squad 7. It's look at what's in store here. Wades slowly but surely is creeping up, and Hades able to make a decent connection, but he does get knocked back across, and Wades coming back through into the toilet is gonna find one. His teammates found the second, and they're gonna thirst out both the players there. 2 kills picked up onto Beast as well as Mojo. But there's also squad number 11 in the distance. They might just get third-partied if Gabru do decide to walk out into the open. There's 2 players who are holding the compound opposite. We do have Krypton as well as Freako. Right here, this spot out, and Roy is going to get hit by the Kar 98. One more spray, and he's got the knock in. Fortunately for Roy, he's going to be able to get onto the other side of the wall right there, and that is going to keep him alive. Wades, meanwhile, gets a couple of shots in. Not enough, though, to get the knock, but now he's going to turn his attention on picking up Roy. This is being followed, though, by Freako. He gets a small pixel angle there with the AUG. Long range with the 3x, not able to punish. The window was just not long enough. Bates is trying to get inside as the flank comes in. He's going to be safe, and that is going to be Roy getting picked up.
Yeah, that fight there, it can go anywhere. Meanwhile, there's a lot of action happening right behind Gabru, because Salman Patel is actually going to third party into this fight. So we have player 3 entering. We have player 4 on the side of Manic Men as well. Oh my, this is looking bad for Weekend Warriors and Gabru Esports, because Salman is already naded in Ghostly Boy and he's going in to find him. However, he has no idea where he actually got him. There you go. He's going to go for the kill, spot him out, finish him. Meanwhile, TEG is in another fight. So there's a lot of fights that are going on left, right, and center of the map. TEG is going to make their push towards team number 20 there. And guess what? Zephyrs gets disengaged from the vehicle. He says goodbye. TG Kilua is gonna find two more. Just SJ official remaining, and Lynch is gonna make it look easy. TEG are coming out huge this map. 7 kills already in their name, and team number 16 is just dominating the lobby. And this is another fight here. Rogue Prince, an unknown player from team number 8. They are in a fight with Syed Ashik and Dominar from Infernal Gaming. He's gonna let him get the heal through. Not the smartest play coming in from unknown player, but Ashik is gonna let go of his back. And guess what? Manic Men have come to clean up this fight as well. They are hunting down every single point they can find. Salman Patel is going to find Dominar G in the distance, and now unknown player takes some shots at Axel. Not the smartest move. He had a little bit of a free time to move into the zone, but I think Salman is going to get the flank on towards unknown. He has to stop moving in. He's got the ridge cover. I don't know what unknown's doing, because the heal battle is not going to help him. It is going to be phase number 6, if I'm not mistaken, so he's not going to be able to heal this out. One more first aid remaining. He needs to get into the zone, and he's got 3 seconds before the next zone starts, which is also going to be troublesome, because it doesn't look really great for unknown player. Let's be honest there. Excellent is not going to find him. I think unknown's going to bleed out to the zone, and that's the end of team number 8, down in 10th place.
Yeah, 10th place it is. He was forced to head back deeper into the blue there to try and heal back up. Not a pretty sign. Was guarded by 4 players. There was little to no hope left there. Just a Hail Mary play at the end. Nothing much coming off it, but how does the map look like, SK?
Chumasera, right? The higher ground where team number 11 playing, I think that is the best possible scenario for them. They can pretty much look at everything. And just as I say that, Wolfie guy is going to find Insane from District 9 on the eastern side there, and we can see him, right? He's on the highest ground there. He can take shots at every single person. Now Apire is going to start moving in for the cover as well. So they've got the best possible scenario, but Gabru is back in the middle of the map. They've got 2 more members remaining from their crew. The battle that took place earlier, they did get third party. And look at this though, Apire and Wolfie, they can play this angle however they want, because team number 5 has to push towards them, and Apire is gonna go down there. He's gonna start proning, because he did take a lot of damage from Archie Monster, and Archie Monster has seen this as an opportunity. Flashbang comes in from the side of Wolfie guy, and Wolfie is gonna try and get a bunch of shots. Archie Monster is gonna find Apire and flush him out, so no backup coming in from team number 11. What looked as the best possible scenario to have now has turned against their favor. It's put them in a 3v3 against District 9, and Lynch is gonna find Karku as well from the open compound. Snowfire just sitting out in the open. Shrizo not able to give any cover fire, and team number 11, who looked like the strongest position, suddenly go down with the help with the third party coming in from Lynch, as well as Archie Monster going in huge with that 1v1 against Apire. So Wolfie guy and Shrizo, they're going to rethink this position now, and the circle is going to force team number 16, team number 18 and 9 to start moving in. Gabru still looking strong in the middle of the zone. Weekend Warriors also on the west side. Manic Man now is going to start moving in. Bijoy, he's got a little bit of Shumasera still left for himself, so he can use the compounds. But if the circle does move towards the top side, Bijoy is going to have probably the worst time coming up. Madara and Kilua now slowly starting their movement towards the edge of the zone. I don't think they're going to push in, because they know team number 11's up there and they were having a fight with someone else. District 9, however, just as I say that, Slash and Dam from team number 9 are going to find Frek OP. He's the ghillie suit. All right, good prone coming in from Slash.
And he turns back out, and the second time around is not going to be as lucky. Dam, however, was straight up behind. Unfortunately, couldn't find the angle. The second spray is on point. Dam cleans up. Squad 7 does get eliminated. We're going to use this time to bring up the secret code again. It's unbeatable performance. Don't forget to use that in the chat giveaway. You got to enter that in the link, and you stand a chance of winning some awesome Steam Wallet codes courtesy NVIDIA as well as Aorus. Back to you, SK.
Yeah, so team number 9 actually, Dam picks up 2 kills there and eliminates Weekend Warriors, but their teammate is actually Bijoy, who's all the way inside the southern part of Chumasera. Now Archie Monster is going to find some shots onto Wolfie Guy. The nade's going to come in. Is the nade good? I think that was a molly, and that is not a good molly. It is going to help them with positioning, but that's going to be a stalemate. Shrizo, meanwhile, gets taken down. So it's just going to be Wolfie Guy now from Team 11. District 9 looking really strong. Meanwhile, Arps is all the way behind this team. So that is Team IR. So Arps is still in it. He's playing rather safe, but he's definitely still in the game. And now Gabru Roy, his guard is eyes set on Manikman. He's trying to see what's the best angle he can take, because it is a 2v4, and Waits is going to get instantly taken down by Mansa, which means Manikman are going to make this push. Look at the 3-man push coming in. No chance whatsoever for Roy. Mansab is getting the AUG time and again. It almost feels like he's spawning in this gun with some type of secret command, because this is the third map in a row he's got an AUG, and he's doing a lot of work with it. So Gabru Esports is going to get eliminated in 7th place. 6 teams remaining. We got TEG, we got Manikman, we have team number 11. That's going to be...
Wolfie Guy alone, who is actually getting pushed
it's going
by...
to be team number 11, yeah. NLG is going to get pushed by District 9, team number 5. And Indian Rivals is going to be team number 18. And team number 9 as well, right? That's going to be Mercenaries. They've got Bijoy still in the northern side of the map. But the problem here is he has to walk out in the open to make that rotation. There's not really much he could really do.
And looks like squad number 5, they're taking this very slow. They know that Wolfie Guy is probably here alone, but they have absolutely no idea of a chance of a third or a fourth party happening. And with that drop coming in the distance, I think they're just going to sit tight, pick up the drop, and then try and eventually make a push in to the zone right now. They are actually already at the edge, so there is no necessity for them to push Wolf Guy. It's at the end of the day, 1 kill, 1 point. There is a lot bigger of a picture at stake here. They don't want to go in, lose 2 or 3 players trying to flush 1 SK.
Oh yeah, I mean, you it's always precaution, but look at this though. Ops is... Oh my god, Ops is gonna finally get spotted, and there's no chance for Ops there. That was a triple P coming in from District 9. Bijoy has heard this, but he's gonna use this as an advantage to, secure himself into the zone. He's got a Graza in his hand, but I don't think 120 ammo is gonna be enough. But that spray there, he completely miscalculated that spray, and Get Right with that 4x is gonna find Bijoy. Now Manikman. Look at this. Wolfie Guy's hurt.
It's not necessary.
Oh my god, Excellent is gonna get the shot. He's gonna jump in and finish that off. So Manikman looking like they're in a potential, third chicken dinner for the day, unless District 9 and TEG have something to say. We have 3 teams remaining, and it is gonna be TEG. It is gonna be Salman's actually going to take down. There's another AUG coming into play. So now it's going to be 2 AUGs here. 1 AUG onto Mansab and 1 AUG in the side of District 9 with Archie Monster. And the nade's going to secure it. So Manikman down to 3 men as well. So it's going to be a 3v3v3, which is the best possible fight you can really hope for in this last circle share.
For sure, man. Right now, Excellent, he's in the thick of things. He's got the nades in. He's keeping the entirety of District 9 pinned in, but they're looking for the split up. Insane is trying to find a window in from the left-hand side. Excellent just going for the jump spot. Something I do see quite a lot in other FPS titles, but I'm getting to see that here at the final circle of map number 6 for the NVIDIA iCafe attack powered by Aorus. Axon is going to fall back in. Meanwhile, I think TEG is also looking to eventually make a move in with Killua. He seems to have taken in a little bit of damage. He's going to stop on over for a second there to get some boosters out. Axel holding the pixel angle as the smokes go down. Archie and the rest of District 9 will look to move in, but have they waited too long? Because right now backup has already arrived for Axelin, who was alone. Mansab's also here, and Mansab's got the angle towards the left side. Blue's gonna start pushing in, and with that, it is probably gonna force squad number 5 to move back out. And they're actually going all the way towards the right here, and maybe straight into the crosshair of Axelin, who waits in the corner there. He's been holding this angle with so much patience, but it is Mansab, in fact, who says, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and hunt. This might leave him exposed, however, to TEG, who are far behind Mansab right now, and Axelin as well as Mansab, squad 12, they decide, yep, we did wait around, but I think it's just too risky to take this fight right now. TG, meanwhile, couple of shots coming in. It's going to force them back towards the wall. Axelin. Oh, that's the smoke down. Unfortunately, it does not spot him there inside the smoke. Axelin is going to drop a few smokes himself. Get right and team, they're moving in towards the park. Quick spray coming in from Axelin, makes no connection, but the nade from House is good, and they get the first. Archie Monster is also managed to sneak his way up, but it's going to be Axelin who gets taken out. Snowfire has been playing patiently thus far, and that is rough here. House is gonna have to go in for the rest there. Eventually, it is down to Madara. Madara is alone. Does he spot Get Right out? He doesn't. And Get Right is gonna have an angle onto the legs. Go for the thirst onto Insane, and Insane does end up going down. It was Madara who wins the trade away. Mansab should be able to clean that back out as we go back over to House. House is making the push across. Get Right is alone in the corner. 1v3 situation. What can he do at this point of time? House, Axelin, charge up squad number 12. They want the victory here. Get Right all alone in no man's land, gets taken out. And that's going to be the chicken dinner going to Axelin and squad. Yet again, a strong performance here to close out day 2 SK.
Yeah, what a brilliant end to day number 2. Back-to-back chicken dinners for Manic Man. They are making it look easy. They're kind of getting into the rhythm where it's a lot of it's a very good balance between aggressive play as well as getting the position and playing smart. And I really like what Manic Man are bringing into this lobby. It's a mature gameplay. They know what they're doing. They have so much control of the map, and it just shows, right? The 2 chicken dinners back to back definitely shows that they are a team to watch out for. But TEG as well, they had an explosive run this time around, and unfortunately not able to close, but they are going to end up in 3rd. And District 9 as well, they were pinned against all odds, and they did secure a bunch of kills with the 2nd place. Team number 11, who looked like the best positioning, or they were the ones that rotated first to the zone. Unfortunately, just the firefights didn't come in their favor, and that's going to be our top 4. But brilliant play coming in from all these teams today. Big ups to the back-to-back chicken dinners for Manic Man. That's going to put them at a very secure lead going into day 3 and 4. For everyone that is tuning in, there are 2 more days of action. There's 6 more maps before we get our final 16, who are then going to move on to another 2 days of action where they will play 8 maps, and that's where the scores will be reset. Everyone's going to start at 0, and they will play 8 maps, and we will have a winner crowned. But they are going to get so much practice in, because there's a whole week before the next couple of matches, which is going to be happening on Friday and Saturday in the coming week. So I hope to see a lot of these teams step up and improve on what their mistakes are there. And that's the format exactly. It's not a format where you just come in, you play 2 days, you get punished, or you win or lose. Now you have a whole week that you can work towards, and what better time to focus on your skills, because everyone's stuck staying at home. We're stuck in a barn at this point of time, and we're bringing in hopefully we can move from the barn to maybe Pochinki next time around. But it is a perfect time to polish your skills, polish your gameplay, and bring a big change. And I want to see the big changes that will happen in the coming week of matches. But big ups to Manic Man today.
Manic Man, day 2 of the NVIDIA iCafe attack was theirs for the taking. 2 back-to-back chicken dinners, 3 in total over the 6 maps. I think they have set standard and have clearly shown that they are the front runners. They are the team to beat here moving into week number 2. Like I said, we'll be back again on Friday and Saturday next week. So there is a bit of a gap now for the squads to go back, kind of review the matches back again, watch the replays, analyze where they've been going wrong, and readjust back out, because we're going to be repeating the set of 6 maps back again. Top 16 squads of the 20 move on to the finals, and it's a reset. So yes, it is awesome to be on top of the leaderboard. It's a lot of confidence boost as well, but going into the finals, the bracket's going to reset back again. The points are going to be reset, so that is where it counts. So the squads who are at the bottom half of the leaderboard, not to worry too much. I think it's just a question of ensuring that you get yourselves into that top 16 and make it to finals week, and just take things ahead from that point on. Big shout out to the sponsors for making this possible, NVIDIA as well as Aorus. If you're looking to start playing FPS titles, specifically PUBG or any other ones, don't forget the best way to do it is to ensure that you have a lot of FPS and a high refresh rate monitor. And Aorus, along with NVIDIA, has a lot of solutions when it comes to RTX GPUs as well as 144 and 240 Hertz monitors to go ahead and ensure that you guys have a big edge over the competition. Also, congratulations to all the people who managed to catch the 2 secrets codes thus far. Know what? I'm going to give you guys one more shot. The secret code, I'm going to bring it up. There you go. Top right hand corner. It is ultimate performance. If you haven't gotten lucky already,
Unbeatable performance.
Unbeatable performance. All right, it's been a long day, man. Unbeatable performance. So go ahead, use that in the giveaway in the link, and you will stand a chance of walking away with some awesome Steam wallet codes courtesy NVIDIA and Aorus. Also, if you do manage to get all the codes right over the 6 days of action, you will be eligible to enter the giveaway for an awesome Aorus SSD. So don't forget to keep your eyes on the stream and ensure that you get every single one of these right. Thank you so much, SK, for joining me. I'm Shade Slayer. We are not done for the day just yet. We are going to take a very short break. We will be back shortly with the scorecard to see who is on top at the end of day 2 of the NVIDIA iCafe attack powered by Aorus. Do stick around. All right, everyone, we do have the scorecard for the end of day 2. Manikman is in the lead, sitting on 86 points, and they have themselves a 34-point lead over second place District 9 of 52. Weekend Warriors are also going to be tied in the second position with 52 points. Zeus Sabers Alpha just 1 point behind them in fourth position of 51. TG Esports, after that strong showing in the last map of day 2, are going to climb all the way up to fifth position on 41 points. Gabru Esports, first chicken dinner of the tournament, they find themselves in sixth position on 38. Indian Rivals on 32. Team Placid also tied on 32 along with Team NLG. Team N4P is sitting at 23 points, 11th position. We have Revolution X on 22, followed by Mercenaries on 22 as well. Infernal Gaming on 20 points. GameWeb on 17, tied with Ocean Gaming on 17 as well. Task Force Lambda on 12 points. Team Toxic on 11 points. And it is going to be DX Games on lead match as well as Radiance yet to get off the scoreboard. So thank you so much for all the viewers tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is Shadeslayer as well as SK Please saying goodbye. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, folks. We will see you folks back again next Friday at 2 p.m. with lots more action live from the NVIDIA iCafe Attack PUBG PC tournament powered by Aorus. See you folks. Bye bye. See you next time.